Sag, welcome to your in-depth reading for yours and theirs. I hope you are well. I hope you are fabulous. And to answer your question, yes, I'm wearing a swimsuit. There you go. What's going on, please, for Sag and their person? What's going on, please? Now, we're in the final days of summer. Not in Texas. It'll be hot for a while. No, I mean before the kids go back to school. So, you know, there you go. Trying to make the most of the day, be efficient. We're going to go hit the pool, do some diving with some friends and their kids before everybody goes back, all that kind of stuff. So, there you go. Just trying to, you know, just trying to make use of the best days while we still have them, you know? Because once they're in school, it's hard to do anything. It really is, but also kind of nice for that reason. At least when you're an adult, it's like, you're back in school now, kid. Have fun at work. But yeah, I do believe you should try to make the most of those summer days for the kids, you know. It's their time, not really yours, but it's kind of like once you're in school, babe. Yay! What's going on, please? Show me, Sag. Common question about yours and theirs. Does it have to be about a significant other, spouse, or lover? The answer is no. I am simply describing a dynamic that you could share with anybody. Family, friend, coworker, neighbor, for all I know. Okay? It is read from the point of view of love. Typically, it's taken to that kind of place, and that's cool. But if it's not that, then it's not that. You get to decide what I'm describing or who I'm describing, if it's all. Again, take what resonates, leave what does not. There you go. That answers the other question. Is it from my sun, moon, rising, or Venus? Yes, no, maybe. You have to watch to find out. That's it. It's general collective reading. It may not suit you. Check your other placements. All right? It's not a private, it's not a one-to-one, and I'm saying that because there's a lot of sensitivity around yours and theirs. Yours and theirs is probably my highest demand reading type. Cool. I respect that. That's awesome. But there's a lot of sensitivity around it for that reason. We do in-depth reading about you, them, and the connection. And sometimes it's taken to some tricky places. Check out Leo's. Ooh. There you go. Okay. That's it, really. What's going on, please? For Sagittarius in their person. Show me Sagittarius in their person. Show me Sagittarius in their person. If at any time you begin to feel frustrated, upset, frankly just pissed off, I want you to pause it, watch it later, or don't watch it at all. I always advocate free will above all things. You don't have to watch it. Okay? But if it speaks to you in some way, no matter how frustrating, I would suggest that you pause it, but perhaps watch it later. Okay? There might be something in there for you. All right, let's get cracking. Show me Sagittarius, please. What is going on? There's so much energy flying around right now, honey. Let me tell you. August is going to be a heck of a month for some folks, eh? What's going on? 10 of Cups, yay! Queen of Wands, yay! That's you. 6 of Wands, yay! Don't you just look so pretty? You look so pretty. Talk about all that family energy, right? Spending time with family and friends, beautiful. Queen of Wands, beautiful. There you are. 6 of Wands, I feel good. I look good. I am good. Yes, you are. Aren't you just gorgeous? I don't know if there's anyone in here or not. I don't care. I love your energy. It feels great. It looks like you. It feels like you. It feels like Sag. I'm not saying you're perfect. I'm not saying, you know, that you don't have that family friend or whatever in there that messes things up. I'm just saying you look good. You look great. You look glorious. You look resplendent. You look relaxed. You're in your natural state of greatest energy. You're fiery. You're passionate. You're creative. You know, you've been taking care of yourself. You got a little extra oomph. You know, you're gorgeous. Your energy's gorgeous. You're gorgeous. Just, whatever. Who cares about the rest of it? I don't. That's good, right? Can we stop? Let's stop. I got a job, though. Okay. Knight of Cups. Knight of Wands. And somebody likes what you have to offer, and it will be coming in shortly. Oh my. Oh yes. Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Honey, I hope you get ready because you're attracting at a high frequency. I'm not going to lie. And somebody's like, I would like to get in that frequency with Sagittarius. Someone very excited. They're showing 2 knights. Okay, Sag, I just want to know if I get to know you better. That's what that is. But it's also real. So even though there's emotional excitement and there's passionate excitement, there's also real world validity attached to it. Oh, I don't know if there's any shared. It might just be singular. Page of Wands, 6 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Somebody wants to talk to you. No, it's looking like a soul bond type thing. Could be earth energy. Does not have to be. But for some reason, I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is someone else. It just... there's something in it that feels different. We'll get there. But we got a soul bond energy here, and a Page of Wands is either opening up towards you. I don't know if this is a Six of Cups that is yet to introduce itself to you, or if it's one you already know. We shall see. That's a lot of beautiful enthusiasm. It looks very natural. It looks very exciting. It looks, frankly, it just looks happy. It looks happy to talk. It looks happy to engage. Just lots of beautiful energy attached to it, but also Ace of Pentacles. So, I don't know. Page of Wands opening up, Six of Cups. You either know this soul bond or you have yet to meet them. We shall see. And then I got a Queen of Pentacles here. What's your overview? Ace of Cups. They're just like, Christina, I'm just in the mood. I'm just in the mood. What are you in the mood for, Sag? To fall in love. You know? Just, I mean, is that so much to ask for? I feel like I'm ready. Yes, you are. You are glowing. You are all, honey, you are all in here. You are all in, and somebody wants to get in there with you. And I'm not going to lie, this is great. It's quite the flip from Leo. So, this is nice. This is really nice. It's beautiful. I like this. I like the energy. I like the action. I like the excitement. I like but I also like the flow of sincerity here. It's very sweet in its own way. There's a natural bonding here despite all the excitement that surrounds it. It really just feels like it's like, I'm so excited to see you. It feels that way. It feels that way. It feels good. It feels light. It feels natural. Let's see that Ace of Cups. Oh, yes. Yes. Like I said, I know you're not perfect. I'm not saying you are. I'm not saying the situation isn't going to have its bumps, and it's what I can't tell if this is brand new. If you know this one, I see signs and signals that suggest it could go in either direction. The flow feels good. Nothing feels forced. I got two people who are very, very, very happy to either literally run into each other, like, oh, hey, or as somebody's intentionally opening a line of communication. We shall see. I mean, you run smack headlong into this person, but I don't know. So much excitement. Let's see that Ace of Cups, please. Show me that Ace of Cups. Show me that Ace of Cups. I did not just hear that. These dreams. Oh my God. Where'd that come from? Oh God, who even is that? The 80s. Oh my God, I don't want to sing. I feel stupid. All right. Okay. At some point, I don't know when, but you made a logical decision to stop connecting with something or somebody. And even though it's presenting itself to me as much decided, it was done so from a frame of mind of peace, that this is the correct thing to do. You're kind of mentally resigned to it. I'm not saying it was an easy decision. Nevertheless, it was a decision and you took ownership of it. At some point, you stopped connecting or reconnecting with somebody. And in so doing, it felt correct to your heart. Look at that Ace of Cups. Okay? It felt like the right thing to do. And it was also what you concluded was the right thing to do. And in navigating away from this, it looks like it happened some time ago. It's already information I believe you digested and you came to terms with and you were at peace with. Okay, so in other words, there's no pre-existing frustration surrounding it. I'm just saying where you were coming from. And in stopping connecting with somebody, it puts your heart in a position of feeling that this was correct. Okay. It allowed your heart to open up in a different way. More for you first. Okay, everything begins with the self. And in kind of giving up that connection and or reconnection, okay, again, it was done so peacefully, you are, in other words, you've accepted it. It allowed your heart to open up and flow in a different direction, but for you first. In other words, you felt correct. Even if there was a hardness around this difficulty, you're at peace with it now. And it kind of puts your heart in a position to be a little more fuller for itself. Okay. That's what it's looking like to me. That tells me the decision was correct. And it kind of gave you peace of heart. Okay? Kind of like peace of mind, but peace of heart. And I'm not saying you were jumping for joy. I'm not saying you were over the moon about it. What I'm saying is that you said you made a decision that was right for you. And it helped put your heart back into a good place when you did it. Why that's important, I don't know, except to me thinks it's related to the connection here in some way. So let's get cracking. Show me that 10 of Cups. So for those of you who want to see, there it is. Okay. Did you have love for it? Yep. Are you saying you leaving this behind put your heart in a better place for it, though? Yeah. You can leave people, places, things, situations behind, regret it, not want to. But so long as you know it's right and your heart's at peace with it, then that typically means it was the right thing. Okay? Whether it's like that forever, I don't know. I'm just saying it as it happens now. Okay? Show me that 10 of Cups, please. Show me that 10 of Cups. 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 Show me that 10 of Cups, please. Show me that 10 of Cups, please, for Sagittarius. Every second of the night, I live another life. These dreams, something like that. I apologize. It's one of those songs you've heard it 1,000 times, and for some reason, it just jumped in there. Okay. 10 of Cups, Ace of Wands, the Hierophant, 6 of Pentacles. Okay. Man, this is great. I love this. This is so resplendent. It's bursting. It's like you've rediscovered joy in all your relationship dynamics. I'm not saying it as a specific person. I'm really not. It really looks open. You're saying, I have so much love here and a renewed sense of love and discovery for my family, my friends, my connection. This is what matters to me with that Hierophant energy. These are my priorities. These are my spiritual agendas. This is who I am. This is what I stand up for. And you're saying I stand up for my pre-existing contracts that make sense to me, that balance with me, that make me feel good. It's like you've rediscovered a lot of energy for people who are already around you to begin with, that support you appropriately, that love you appropriately. And they're saying they give me the best of themselves and they have the best intentions for me just as I do them. So that's actually quite beautiful. Okay. So you really put some sort of emotional focus and a renewed sense of vigor on this is what matters. This is what matters. See this, Christina? This is what matters to me. These are my priorities. And they always were with the Hierophant here. So this is our spiritual agenda. This is the person that says this is what I stand up for. Okay. Because this is what I'm contracted to. This is what I've agreed to. These are my commitments, okay? And you're saying my commitment is family, friends, and whoever is basically in your emotional support system, your umbrella, okay? And you have such renewed energy for it. You're saying to me, this is what matters. This is what matters. I commit to these people because they commit to me, spiritually and emotionally. That's whom I balance up with. That's my business. And business for these folks is good. And you're finding such great energy in it. It's such great spending time, family, friends, as we just said, but it's kind of like this. You're telling me this is what life is about. This is what life is all about, right here. I have everything I need right here is what you're saying. This is what life is about right here. You know, these are my real commitments. So I'm kind of seeing that as the overflow to this and giving something up that didn't match this criteria. It kind of allowed your feelings and your sense of self to flow back into what mattered. Okay. So I don't know why that's such an important piece, but it is indeed here. Okay. All right. Queen of Wands. That's you, honey. Sitting pretty. Dead center. Show me that Queen of Wands. Show me that Queen of Wands. I love this. This is what matters. You're saying this is the priorities. These were always my priorities. And you have such a renewed sense of vigor and contract. That's heavy contractual, but also good supportive energy. This is what I've signed up for. These are my commitments in real life. And they give back to me in equal measure in real life in all the best ways. I love that. I love this. You know, this is what matters, and this is what matters, and this is what matters, and it gives back to me. I love that. That's great. Show me that Queen of Wands, please. Lovely, lovely natural energy for you. Okay, I'll get to you. 6 of Cups, you just hold on to your britches. Show me that Queen of Wands, please. Two of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. You're just looking out upon the world, making decisions as it concerns itself with work, as it concerns itself with you. This is pre-existing 3D investment energy. In other words, you're telling me I'm continuing to do as I've been doing, and it feels good, so I'm not going to fix anything. No major decisions here. I love this. This is great. I'm working, and I'm really good at what I do, and I feel really good about what I do, and I don't need to switch anything up. It's good. That's great. I love this. Some of you are hitting your particular stride at work right now while we're in August, and you're just knocking it out, knocking that coin. You're just like, business is good. Pre-existing investment energy here only. In other words, you're not showing me anything new. It's already in place, it's already in motion, and it's doing well. Great. Fantastic. I love this. I love this. I love this. So do you. Six of Wands. This is great. You are so great. Honey, you're thriving. Like, this is what matters. This is life, Christina. This is life. This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. This is what I agree with you. This is what it's all about. I love this. Support those who support you. Love those who love you. Put time, energy, and effort into those who put time, energy, and effort into you, and you cannot go wrong. You got your contracts and work. You're killing it. Okay, knocking out that coin. You got your contracts in family and love and in life. Keep it going. It looks, you're in. I love your enthusiasm. That's the best part. It's like you've rediscovered all this and the beauty of it and the simplicity of it, and this is how it always was supposed to be. Yes, I love it. It did require you moving on from something, but when it did, I don't know, your heart space seemed to have opened up in the right ways. Perhaps it put you back on the correct course of feeling and understanding priority. Yeah, you know. Show me that Six of Wands. Show me that Six of Wands, please. That's like, I only have time in my life for people who give to me in equal distribution. And P.S., I kill it at work. Yes, you do. Show me that Six of Wands. Confidence, the seen, recognition. Excuse me. To be seen, the recognition of it, the Six of Wands. Knight of Swords, Four of Pentacles, the Lovers. Yeah, I got somebody holding on to your energy. Okay. Let's get a couple of things out of the way. They've already shown me two knights, Four of Pentacles, the Lovers. You're always going to have this connection, and you're always going to feel it in some way. Okay, it's a powerful connection. It's meant for us. It is. It's literally meant for us. It was uniquely designed to fit us, kind of like the yin and the yang. Okay. This is our counterpart in the spiritual world. It is our counterpart in the emotional world. They're meant to be our biggest challenge and therefore our biggest reward. When we have these kind of connections, you will never feel so high as you do in your life. Never more confused, never more intense. But also, like I said, challenged. Okay. It takes two people to continuously choose it in order to keep it going. I don't know where this action's coming from. That there is a Knight of Swords attached to somebody, you or the person who could be approaching you, who says kind of like, enough is enough. I've been holding back a long time. I need to do something. What that something is, I could not say. I just know that your reaction is, wow. It feels good. There you go. Since this person is already showing me a couple of knights that they've deployed, the Knight of Swords being thrown into the mix, I'm automatically going to go ahead and just connect it to this person. And they said they've been holding back. Why they've been holding back, the rhyme or reason, is entirely up to them. It could be this connection that you kind of stopped seeing, okay? Gently but firmly. Well, maybe not gently. The Queen of Swords is here. You might have been a little rough on the tongue. That's okay. You were honest. She still represents honesty. But the conclusion was it was still right. So again, there you go. They've been holding back, they said. And there's something that they feel they need to do. What it is, I don't know. I just see a reaction to it as being that of, yeah, all right. Feels good. It feels good. I don't know how they're interacting with you. The Knight of Swords has a lot of responsibilities. Sword still being communication and also action simultaneously. So it could be some sort of communication and or action or a combination of the two. Okay? But your reaction is, it feels good. This could be a strong connection that you've been holding back from, that you stopped engaging with. Okay? And you really felt it was the best thing to do for your heart. And I actually agree. Whatever happened or didn't happen between you two, when you kind of stopped connecting with this individual or whomever this is, it puts you in a good position to understand some things about priorities, particularly contractual balances. I'm giving to you because you give to me, and that's what matters. And you have such a renewed sense of vigor and passion regarding those, well, contractually balanced areas in your life that already existed. You feel so good about you and those who surround you. So there you go. So I can't disagree with it. And perhaps this was somebody whom did not meet this criteria of fair balancing. You know, it's unequal to what you give to me, or it's not. It means the same thing to you as it does to me, or it doesn't, right? So I don't know what the background story is. I just know that you're jumping off point. And what they have to say or do, I don't know, but your response is, okay. Or, well, that feels good. Okay. If you want to know, it feels good. Okay. Thank you. Something like that. Let's jump on over to this energy over here. It's sweet, really. I don't know what they're saying. Why do they come rushing with that Knight of Swords, though? Just tell him to be careful with that, because he can be a little slapdash when sometimes we need to be a little softer or a little more sincere. But regardless, though, it feels good. You're saying. Okay, Knight of Cups, please. Some of that Knight of Cups, some of that Knight of Cups, some of that Knight of Cups. You know what? Given that Knight of Swords often attacks things like he's on a mission, it could be that it's something that they had to say, and then perhaps it softens up. I don't know. I don't know. Some of that Knight of Cups, please. Kind of like pulling the Band-Aid off when you reapproach something or somebody, you know. I just want to say, okay, like that. Some of that Knight of Cups, please. Some of that Knight of Cups. Some of that Knight of Cups. Right? Right there on the split caught my attention. The Lover plus the Devil often equals unrequited. In other words, not matching up at the same place, same time, not on the same page, spiritually, emotionally, that kind of thing. Okay? So much so that it becomes a connection based out of fear as opposed to love. Some of that Knight of Cups, please. That's for some of you, not all of you. Some of that Knight of Cups. 5 of Wands, 7 of Cups. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do, Christina? Okay. 5 of Wands, 7 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles. That's literally what their question is. I feel something. I want to open up to Sag. Friends. Well, it's something. I mean, it's frustrating, 5 of Wands, because that's not what they actually intended. There is resistance here to open up to feelings other than options, okay, other than what's on the surface, which for some reason this person has said is confusing, and sometimes it's overwhelming, sometimes I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. There's a fight within this person about what their feelings actually are. So it's kind of like, because I don't actually know what my feeling, they're fighting themselves. Okay, that's where the actual tension comes from. Instead of allowing themselves to feel the feelings or to let them develop naturally, they fight them on it and then say they're confused. Yeah, you would be. If you're fighting yourself on your own feelings, instead of just allowing it to flow through, you're going to be like, I don't know what my feelings are, and it confuses me and it frustrates me. Friends? When their feelings were there to begin with, that's the energy. So the Knights are responsible for delivering our information, our feelings, or whatever outside of us. I see this approaching you. And their energetic flow towards you is not the Knight of Swords, it's the Knights of Cups. There's some sort of vulnerability that they would like to express to you. And they are, even if they're not using the words. It's the energy flow between two people. They would like to say things to you that are soft, vulnerable, romantic, expressive of the heart. And then, confusion, tension, friends. And there's anger here. There's anger with this person that they can't express themselves the way that they want. There's anger in this person that they can't define their feelings. They're the ones that are getting in their own way. Instead of just allowing themselves to feel it, they're like, no. Too confusing, too overwhelming. Argument. Friends? So, where it started and how it got translated in reality. What this person actually feels and what they told themselves they're supposed to feel. This is where we get energy contradiction. This is what we're inclined to do, what we allow ourselves to do, and they don't match up like this, then they get divided. And the more we do that, the further the division gets. Okay, so let's see if they can bring their divided parts together. I can kind of see the backstory here, or at least relatively in their recent past what they were experiencing with you. You kind of immediately launched into, these are my priorities. And they're lovely priorities. You got a good heart in you. You've got a good head on your shoulders. Very responsible. And somehow in all this, you're showing a lot of love and a lot of inspiration behind it and fun. And it's great. It's all the beautiful things. Show me that Knight of Wands, please. Show me that Knight of Wands. 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 Let's do one more. Show me that Knight of Wands, please. The World, Ten of Wands, the Ten of Cups. Oh. Their world is not the same as yours. Their world is not like yours at all. You interpret your Ten of Cups and your environments and your contracts very differently. It's joyous, it's pleasure, it's love, it's this huge relief, and this is who I am, and this is what I'm about, and this is what's actually important to me. These are my priorities, spiritually, otherwise. This is what I stand up for. So the Hierophant, Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, that all says, I stand up for this, I stand up for this, I stand up for this. This is my priority. These are my agendas. These are my commitments. This is what I signed up for, and I fucking love it. So you love everything that you signed up for. Okay. And you find such beautiful energy in it, as you should. This person does not have the same experience in their life. They have a burden, a frustration attached to them that's trying to cycle out and get more to like where you are with that Ten of Cups. They would like to. They have a 10 and 10 that I can't quite see. They have an emotional expanse as well, but it's very different than yours. They don't find as much relief in it. It's very strenuous, actually. Where they're supposed to find emotional freedom with those that they love and care about, they say it's strenuous, and it's many burdens are attached to it. It's not as free-flowing as yours, because you rejoice in the good company that give to you equally. They do not. They're overtaxed and or overburdened by their proximity or whoever's in there with them. And if that's true, I am sorry. I am. It feels like they carry way too much, and it doesn't give us much back. That is a contract of choice when we do these things. When we over-contract ourselves, when we over-obligate ourselves, and we can't see the forest through the trees, we're going to get lost for our own sense of feeling. I feel like this person overburdens themselves, and it's kind of hard for them to commit to their own feeling. They have a lot of it, but it doesn't have much room to breathe. It's like they don't really recognize themselves as a person within their unit. You recognize yourself as a person within your unit, and you're happy to be there. You've made some very beautiful ties in work and in life. When their energy concerns itself towards you, it's excited. It's a little loving. It's a little passionate. And when it tries to point itself at you, it's kind of like it turns around and remembers, ah, shit, but all this stuff. You know, if it weren't for all this, I would love to express everything to Sag that I have. But it's like, I got this going on, I got that going on, I got this going on. Well, that's true for anybody. And life is what you make of it, which is why you have to be careful about who you form contracts with. They're meant to be for your development for the long term, not just supplying other people with their needs that will take from you and take from you and take from you. It's supposed to give back. So you've got a beautiful system here. And they have a system, but it's hard wearing on their spirit and on their soul, and it doesn't leave much room for you to enter it. They'd like it to. But then when they have the opportunity to step into their feelings for you, they push it off and say that they don't, or they're confused, which again is self-imposed. I mean, I just don't know where there's supposed to be room for you, to be honest. And I am sorry that their support system isn't quite so supportive. It's looking like this person does most of the support for their support system, and that's just not how it's supposed to be. That's why you got to be careful about what you agree to take on, and perhaps that's why you stopped connecting with this person, because you knew they couldn't fucking balance with you in every other area in your life where things are solid as hell. Would you have liked to have continued to connect with it? Yeah, you had room. You're telling me you had room in your heart space for this person, that you indeed already loved them in some way, whatever that love is to you. But that's perhaps why you stopped connecting with them. It's like, you have no space for me. And I always make space for the people who say they make space for me. I make space, time, love, care, and attention for the people who say they do the same for me. Can you say the same? Maybe you can't. Maybe that's why I can't connect with you. You've got way too much going on. Where am I supposed to find myself in all this? Because they're saying they're tired, they're exhausted, they're busy, but they have energy for you. They have energy for you. They do. But when rubber meets the road, it gets all fragmented and confused and scary, and I'm stressed out, and they need to have a little energy clear out, man. You know, all sales final. Shit needs to go. Like, they would like it to. I'm sorry, that was my point with the World, the Ten of Wands. They would like that burden to go, so they could have a freer Ten of Cups like yours, or even be part of your Ten of Cups. You know, here's the thing about chess, honey. If you're going to play chess in the game of life, you have to know when sack. You can't keep everything, because the more you keep everything, it just keeps you. And that's no good. You have to know what it is that you're keeping, what you're balancing with, because it's in proportion to what you give it. But when you give in excess, you have no space for you and what it is that you desire and what it is that you want. And then you're going to fight yourself on it and say you don't have time and space, and then therefore you don't. It's that simple. We bring into the world what we believe. So if this person keeps saying, I don't have time and space for Sag, it's true, because they've made it so. They wanted more time and space to express themselves to you. They'd have to do those things. There's things that this person needs to relinquish that looks, frankly, like it's not happy, it's non-supportive, and it doesn't give to them. So I don't know what they're getting from this. And then to say, I can friendship... And what they feel for you is so natural and it's so beautiful, but it gets covered up in a bunch of stuff that looks like it has nothing to do with you. And I guess perhaps that's why you stopped connecting with it. You're like, I know you can't give to me the way I give to you. Look at you. You don't have time for you. Never mind me. Ace of Pentacles. Show me that Ace of Pentacles, please. Now let's turn that frown upside down. I mean, the energy wants to, you know, it's here, it's on the baseline, and it's beautiful. That means the potential's high, very high, but we can't live on potential, you know? But we'll still see. Whenever that Knight of Swords reaches you, as much as they've been holding back, you feel good. It feels good. That's all I know. I see that Ace of Pentacles. The Emperor, the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. They're saying they want to put something in to repair the damage, whatever it is that went down between you two. And they mean it with the Emperor. I'm not going to argue with him. He's looking quite severe here. And he's, yeah, in case there was, yeah, okay, in case there was any confusion about who we were talking about today. They're being quite firm about it. It's like, I understand. Things were not ideal. What if I put something into it? I don't know. What if you do put something into it? So long as you mean it and we don't half-ass it, then there's no reason why repairs can't take place. They recognize the breakage here. There's a very firm masculine. So this person has assumed a great deal of responsibility in their particular circle. They're showing me all the tens. The 10 they want the most is the one they seem to have the least of. It's hard when you're an emperor and you're in charge of everything, and it feels like you're surrounded by people who could appreciate fuck all of it, you know? And so it's a reflection of the love we give ourselves. If you surround yourself with people and contract yourself to people who take, and you are in that position of provide, you might be surrounded by a ton of people. That doesn't mean you're not lonely. So that's why you're showing me such a huge emphasis on happy contractual energies. This is what I stand up for. This is what I believe in. I give to those who give to me in equal measure. This person has put themselves in a position of always providing, being in charge, but not necessarily getting what they need. They have a practical kind of pragmatic energy around them, a kind of firmness and masculine energy. But what they actually deploy towards you energetically is softness. Passion, yes. Knight of Wands, that's not a bad thing. You're a fire sign, I know you understand that. I do. Knight of Wands isn't necessarily a bad guy. It's natural energy. Wouldn't you want that? I don't want someone who's not attracted to me. Fuck. So no, you can't be offended all the time when you see a Knight of Wands. It depends on what's running around him. You know, I got somebody who's a strong will, kind of stiff. Ha ha ha. But their energy towards you, like I said, is soft and fluid. And any chance it seems to have to express itself towards you is fragmented, fucked up, gets cut in half, put off to the side. This, not so much of that, over here. See what I'm saying? And that's a direct reflection of who they are. Whatever space they give you is whatever space they give themselves, and it's not much. So whatever that Ace of Pentacles is to them, it seems to be in direct reflection of mending whatever particular gap there is here. And it is strong. You two might share communities. Perhaps you share overlapping communities or a strong sense of this is what matters. You've shown me that. You've shown me priority on work and environment and resourcefulness and caring for those who care for you. I think this person's in a habit of just caring for others and not necessarily getting the reverse of that. But they're saying that they would like to give more to this to mend the gap. The breakage. They mean it. They do mean it. I wish they'd relax that shit a little bit, because their best energy towards you is what they show the least of. So that makes me again nervous to see that Knight of Swords. And so while I can see that you're happy to receive something from them, I wish they would show more of what they naturally feel instead of the shit they cover it up with. It's there. Work with what you have, not with what you don't. I mean, that's all I would advise this person, is to soften the hell up. It's already within them. Oh, excuse me. Okay, let's see that Page of Wands, please. You know, I mean, what's the point of being a big daddy if you can't enjoy it? That's my thing, you know. I mean, what's the point of having all that fantastic energy and just to feel so lonely at the end of the day? Unexpressed, unheard, unsupported. But hey, you gotta be strong, right? People are relying on you. Guess what? Direct reflection. People rely on you too. But the right people. So you can rely on them in return. This person's just like, you can rely on me, but I shouldn't expect myself to rely on other people. Because then I'll get screwed over, right? You have an equal balance system and you rely on you for work. So I don't know. Is that why they have an issue with this? You don't need them? You don't need them for anything? It's not always about need, guys. It's not always about the material world. It's not always about the material world. Needs are more than just 3D. There are emotional needs. There are spiritual needs. There are sexual needs. There's all these kind of needs running around. And the ones you allow yourself to have are, again, are a direct reflection of you. Page of Wands. If you can't trust anyone to give back to you, you get nothing in return. But hey, you're in charge, right? Page of Wands. Seven of Swords. Nine of Cups. Like I said, somebody dodges what they feel like a bullet. So at some point, somebody sidestepped what they feel or wish fulfillment. It weren't you. The Page of Wands, the Seven of Swords. There's no pretty way to address the Seven of Swords, and I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad about it. Everybody has it. Five of Swords, Seven of Swords. We've all been through it. Denying what we want, talking ourselves out. That's someone talking themselves out of it. I saw it once with Scorpios, but it made perfect sense in context to what I was seeing. This is someone who is used to denying what they naturally feel. Intuitively, they felt their Nine of Cups around you. Intuitively, they felt themselves opening up, even if it's in the smallest of ways, with the Page of Wands. Intuitively, they felt that this connection with you made them feel really good. Did they give it room to breathe or really let it explore? No. I already saw that over here when they fought themselves on their feelings, and they were still fighting themselves on their feelings, specifically what would make them happy personally. You know, it's like, oh, I know that connection with Sag would make me feel good. I better lean away from it. Can't get used to feeling good. No, no, no. Again, you know. Six of Cups. Let's fast forward. I want to see more future orientation. Show me that Six of Cups, please. Show me that Six of Cups. Show me the soul bond. Yes, of course. Our biggest challenge, our biggest pain in the ass, but our most rewarding pain in the ass. There's no other feeling quite like it. Sometimes the intensity of it is such as that it gets in the way, you know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to... and because that's just how magnificent it can be. Intimidating. Screws up our head, screws up our thoughts, screws up the feelings and the delivery of those feelings. But it can also be our biggest challenge for that reason, to want to dig deeper in ourselves, to acquire more for ourselves, to actually understand who we are as people and what it is we're willing to do to achieve what we need and want in this life. That means overcoming our own obstacles and understanding that some contracts we were never meant to enter and others that we're supposed to. And these are not easy concepts. Anyway, sorry, I know I go on sometimes. It's just, I'm really into the existential stuff sometimes. I don't know if you picked up on that. Eight of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Strength, the person whom we saw this already, so I can't say I'm surprised. It's here again with the soul bond energy. The person whom we said we would move on from, we are now receiving communication from. It seems to be happening sooner rather than later, as I said, and it could be happening now whilst we are in Leo season, the height of summer, strength in the general sense. I am seeing that communication come through. And it's taking someone's strength to do this, particularly since there was a disconnect when I'm saying that from you on your side. You openly acknowledge that on your opening. It's taking strength to do this, and this is what I can, as far as I can tell, is what that Knight of Swords is. It's coming in at least bare minimum as a form of communication, if nothing else. And it does make you feel good, so expect it. It seems to be arriving relatively soon. What will be discussed, I could not say. I'm not going to say it's declarations of love. It's bare minimum recognizing the connection and whatever communication focuses around that. Okay? Show me that Queen of Pentacles, please. Show me that Queen of Pentacles. Show me that Queen of Pentacles. Show me that Queen of Pentacles, please. Oh, There they are again. Thank you. There's that Emperor. Yes, we are discussing that same person, Spirit. Oh. It hurt. That Seven of Cups, not being able to make up their mind, or rather their heart, emotionally about what this connection meant to them, and the inability to express it is what caused the pain and or ending. And they have been working a little bit more on understanding their feelings ever since. Okay. Well, that's helpful. Oh, come on now. What's going on? Show me that Queen of Pentacles, please. Show me that Queen of Pentacles. Show me that Queen of Pentacles. Show me that Queen of Pentacles, please. Had so many swimming adventures this summer. I loved it. Loved it. Of course, I'm a water person. I love the water. Love being in the water. Any water. Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. This person's very heavily pentacle oriented. I have, they're showing me that masculine energy that suggests Emperor, Aries, but who they really are is more pentacle energy. So that's Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and I can't say I'm terribly surprised with the earth energies. If you are dealing with one, I say dealing with one, I hate that phrase. I fucking hate that phrase. I really do. I'm dealing with, it's such a, I hate it, because you're actually not dealing with anything that you don't want to or have to. But there you go. Anyway, the pentacle energy means different things to the earth signs. They tend to put a lot into it. Everything from their spiritual selves to their emotional selves is all up in there swimming around. And it's been slowly building in this person. Okay? It's a slow build-up. Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. That sense of value, worth, but also nurturing. Okay? Nurturing, supportive, loving. It's just done so in a pentacle way. And it's been building up slowly but surely. That Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, slowly moving in this position of wanting to actually balance in a way that I think is a little more recognizable to you. Okay? Equal give and take. And it's looking like it's after that communication kicks in. In other words, 3D. Okay, so I see what looks like an initial conversation. And then we're going to go ahead and meet sometime in reality. And the connection will be taken from there. Okay? So I will say it to this. I did say I wanted to see this person soften up, and it looks like they're doing that. I believe this is closer to their natural state of grace energy as opposed to this Emperor, strong-willed person. So when they put forward the Ace of Pentacles, I actually believe them. I really do. They've shown me consistently that this is important in terms of practical application, stability, reliability, that kind of thing. Workable, fixable. They have a huge emphasis on that. This is that person who likes to, tell me what to do, and I can do it. So it's more like that. So they're not really too big on I feel statements. It's more like plan. Action. List, checklist. We got a checklist. What are we doing? So it's I think they're a little bit more like that. It's like they're just not as comfortable with their delivery style with the Knight of Cups and the Knight. It's there. They have the supportive energy here. They have the nurturing energy. I want to nurture you. They do. It's just I don't think it really comes out in words. I think it comes out to more what can I do? And this person's going to have a hard time if they interpret your connection as friendship. They're going to have a hard time delivering more than that if they don't understand their feelings or they fight their own feelings. And so it's going to come out in this awkward kind of friendship type gig. Can we cooperate a little bit? But I don't necessarily know what that means because I'm not in tune with my feelings. I want to feel more. I want to express more. But can we just talk? Something like that. I think it's there. I think their nurturing, softer side is there. I think they have some beautiful components that are natural. It's just, I just don't think they're very much in a position where they get to express them too often, or I feel like there's a lot they want to say, and they don't know how to say half of it. I think this person's much more comfortable doing, and that is a love language. Doing is a love language, 100%. It is, but that love language is going to be limited, you understand, if we interpret it as... I have all these feelings running around when it comes to you, and it makes me a little uncomfortable. I'm not used to expressing them, so can we kind of just negotiate our way around a Three of Pentacles? That would be great. I don't actually want to have to say or express too much. Can we work with this? And you cottoned on to that. It's like you can't balance with me the same way, can you? We probably shouldn't be connecting. It's just no space for me. And that's also still a valid argument. So hopefully I'm seeing this person making more space for you in a realistic and fair way. If it's important to them, they'll figure it out. And if it's important to you, you'll participate. Okay? Because I do see that energy coming towards you. We need to wrap this up. There we go. Oh. Yeah, a little bit of a flirt here. Okay. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. That's all I'm seeing from you. And for you, flirt energy is very normal. It's very natural. It's part of your languages as well. That's that Six of Wands. I feel good, you know, talking away. Some people are just natural flirts. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just how some people communicate. And soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate. I couldn't tell. I could not tell. There's the attraction is here. That's real, of course. It is unrequited. Called it for some of you when I saw that split. And yes, you deserve love. Okay? And some of you, it's unrequited. We couldn't meet up at the same place at the same time. And that's what that is. It doesn't mean it was completely absent for one person. It's just we couldn't match. And you saw that. They see it to some extent too. So I see them offering more of themselves in a realistic way, not less. They do need to soften the hell up. I think I want them to trust their expression more. They can say what they feel and not feel stupid or wrong. I wish they would trust what they're feeling more. I respect the Pentacle. In reality, what can we do? I do. But there needs to be some words beyond we're friends and I care about you. That's not saying our feelings. That's describing the relationship. It's not the same thing. I think that would help quite a bit. Okay. I do. Big difference between describing your relationship and expressing your feelings for somebody. Other than that, I think they have good energy. I do. I'm sorry that they're so overburdened. I don't feel like they're emotionally supported very well. I don't want to get in that person's business, but it doesn't feel... It doesn't feel passionate. Like they don't have access to passion. They don't have access to... I'm not saying they don't have access to love. I'm just saying they don't seem to get their needs met beyond the Pentacle world. They feel something towards you and it's just so different. Dear Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, the shyness, the reservation, somebody's not listening to their intuition, the cat was in the reverse, the dog with the bone, the anxiety, the letter A. The letter A. I don't know. A in reverse. Okay. N. Goldfish. Pisces. Crescent moon. The medallion of the child. Somebody here might have a child in this particular dynamic. Okay. Alright, that's enough. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. I will either see you for your next full length, which will be in 2 weeks, or for your Sunday shuffle. Or I'll see you in the charts. Sag, honey, I hope this helped. It has promise on it. It does. You're doing great in the overall. I hope and want more for this person, and I hope and they want more for themselves as well. When the communication comes through, it will feel right. It will feel correct. Okay? Otherwise, I don't think you would be connecting with this person in the real world if you really thought it was all for loss. So, this did serve a purpose. Okay? All right. Take care. Be well.